Hello, and welcome to the stream. So, my plan is to upgrade my base, and I've already done a little bit of tidying work. Nice little shower of XP. And I think it makes sense to do my storage system first, because then I can move all this wall out of the way. So hopefully everything's working and you can actually hear me. And I'm also hoping that I don't fall through the floor, because yep, it's a little bit dangerous around here. So this is going to have a lot of hey, hello! I figured you would be my viewer. Glad that your internet's working well enough. I need to get used to looking down at chat as well, because I sort of assumed it would, like, the first message would be at the top of the screen, but it's not. So this is going to be replaced at some point in the future. This is going to be my exit strategy eventually, but for now it's just going to be a little platform with some stairs leading down so that I can give myself enough headspace to go underneath the pathways here. Yeah, it's quite exciting having my first stream. Hopefully I do okay. Don't mess anything up. Because I do chat quite a lot when I'm recording. And sometimes it's, you know, relevant and gets put in the video, and sometimes it's just literally a commentary on what I'm doing right at this second, and it's not worth leaving in. So hopefully I remember to talk, because that wouldn't be much of a stream if it's all quiet. Okay, so this takes me down here. So I think I want to go a few more layers down so that I can have a ceiling that's not just the path block. And this is also what I cut out of my video, is me running backwards and forwards because I don't plan. Okay, so that's going to be my ceiling layer there. So I go down one more level to the floor, and then it's a 4 high room. Yeah, I think that would be good. Oops, that's upside down, and that's probably... Oh no, there's a little bit of dirt there still. I'm actually surprisingly not that nervous. I thought I would be more nervous. I mean, it helps that my viewer is my #1 supporter, so that makes it a bit easier just to chat away. And it's nice to know that you've been looking forward to this. I'd probably make these labs and save some materials. Okay, so I haven't really, like, I've got an idea in mind of what I want to do. I haven't really made a plan. So I think it would make sense to have a border of tuff before I go into the actual room itself. And then I can open this out. I'm also hoping that I'm not too close to my iron farm, that it's going to be a problem. But I guess I'll find that out when I start digging. If an iron golem spawns on me, then I'll know I've gone too far. Okay, so that's going to be my border, and then this will be the entrance to the storage area. And I got some dark oak logs to do my floor with. And I'm planning to do... Yeah, I don't have enough basalt, unfortunately. I think I've got like maybe less than 10 bits. 11 bits, yeah. That's not going to go very far. This... why can't I strip that? Help. Okay. I'm not missing something. You are meant to just be able to right click on logs and they get stripped. Do I have to use a diamond axe? I'm so confused right now. I need to not have a shield in my offhand? It's just being lazy. Okay, the shield was getting in the way. Silly shield. Right. I have to keep muting because I'm coughing. Which I was hoping I wouldn't be doing, but that's how it goes sometimes. Right. I think I'll just do the whole floor with the planks and hope that I have enough. So make that some sort of wall there. And then in the center I can have a little crafting area. And then put my chests back here. I'm very glad that I got an efficiency 5 pick before doing this, because mining with the iron pick was very, very slow, and I wouldn't want to do that. while people are watching me dig stuff out. Can't time-lapse real life. Right. This is going to be my storage area. So I'm going to put some rows of chests here. I think so. Here is going to be my like just some crafting stuff, and I'll probably put my smelter here as well. Although, yeah, it's just I've got a odd number here coming into it, so I want to keep that going with like my central aisle. I'll make it work. So yeah, if I have a pathway of 2 wide, and then this can be my chests here, so I didn't need to dig that bit out actually. And I also wanted to put some glowstone in the floor for lights. Hopefully it'll light it up without being too visible if I put it back here behind the chests. And I did make a load of chests as well before I started this. I've done a little bit of prep work. Want to keep that. And grab a load of chests. Yeah, not like that. That's the wrong way around. The other problem with live streaming is I can't edit out my mistakes. They're just all on display for you. Yeah, I guess I am going to need some sort of design for the back wall there, because you can see through the chests and I don't just want it being a nice dirt wall. But I hadn't really thought that far. I think I'll just do something fairly plain at the back, just so that it's not dirt and bare stone. But it probably won't be anything too interesting, and certainly not using any really expensive materials. I might use some of the like grey concrete that I made actually, because that's fairly plain. It can just sit behind those chests. Yeah. Yeah, I generally, I mean, what I do for quite a few of my builds is like I'll have an idea and then I'll go into creative to plan out what I'm doing. This one I've just like I've got an idea and I'm just winging it now. But I'm not really a flow sort of person. I like to have a plan in mind, as you can probably tell by my little to-do list up there. Right. So I want this to be double-sided as well, so I might start on the other side just so that it's nice and even. And hope I don't run into my iron farm. See, I'm very much stick to the plan. I might tweak a few things here and there, but if I design something in creative, then basically I will either take screenshots or I have a second account as well, so I can have that in my creative world. Basically just looking at what I'm trying to build so that I can copy it exactly block for block. I'm a very, yeah, precise sort of person when I'm doing things. Right, is that... So we've got 2 for the walkway and then 2 for the chest. So this one can be glowstone. Like that. Okay. If I don't, yeah, press any random buttons and kill things partway through. I don't think I will. I think my biggest worry is that I press the mute button and then forget to unmute it, but you can just shout at me if I do that. If I go quiet for any significant length of time, then it's probably that I've muted myself and I haven't realised. Rather than I've just forgotten that I'm streaming and should be talking about what I'm doing. Although that's a possibility as well. I guess that interferes with the flow state as well, because I'm trying to keep up a commentary on what I'm up to. And if I'm too focused on building, then that's not going to work very well. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. The playing on mobile. That must be rough. I mean, if it's what you're used to, then I'm sure it's not too bad, but I do have the luxury of being able to have things up on my second monitor. Like my chat. I don't think I would cope if I was trying to tab out to check to see if you've been saying anything. Oops, that's not my axe. Stripping logs really takes the durability, doesn't it? I never noticed that. I might have to go and visit my villagers and buy an axe. Right. More chests. What I should have done is made a whole load of signs or item frames so that I could actually label up what's going in my storage, but didn't consider that part. And at some point I will build a there goes the axe. I will build an auto storage system because I'm lazy and I don't like having to put things away. But for the time being, it will just have to be manual. Right, I don't think I've got an axe lying around. I put my clock away so I don't know what time it is. Looks like it's time to sleep soon. And I got this axe, but it's silk touch, so I don't really want to be using that just for running around the base. Right. Time to go outside. Give me a little bit though. Oh no. Nothing worse than putting your pickaxe away and then you don't know where it's gone. I did that quite early on with one of my iron pickaxes, and I just like pressed the keyboard number when I was in a chest, so it went into the chest and I had no idea that I'd done it. It's like, I think, yeah, if you press the keyboard while you're moused over a spare slot, it moves it, and I just done that, didn't know where it was. It was only because I had the footage that I found where I put it. So that was fun. back inside. Okay. 3, 4, 5. Loads of light. Okay. So why did I do that? Oh yeah, because my axe broke. Right. So I don't have enough chests to do any more rows. I've got more wood, so I could make some, but I think this will probably be enough for the time being. So now I have the fun job of just moving all of this junk to a new home. So let's stick that there. I guess I can just do it this way. I would like some sort of logic with how these chests are sorted, but I don't know if I'm going to manage it. Oh, that's an issue. I guess I need to make sure that my roof is made out of slabs so that I can actually open the chests at the top. Oh dear. Okay. Well, that will work now, so I'm gonna chuck saplings and leaves in this top one out of the way. Want a second chest for like plant bits? Probably not, I think. Oh, I hate sorting chests out. I never know what to put where when it's all together like this. Okay. Hopefully I don't distract myself for so long that stuff starts despawning. That would be very unfortunate. Right. So it leaves at the top, and then can be spruce and stuff, and then this is my actual wooden crafts. So I can put the boat in there for now. Shouldn't need that. Right, and that's food stuff. So I'll do food in the bottom one, I guess. I didn't actually look at any of the Minecraft live stuff, so I've only seen like thumbnails from YouTube videos. I haven't even watched the YouTube videos. So if you want to let me know. I saw like a happy gasp thing, but I don't know what that's about, or if that's an update or just a weird patch thing. I guess flowers and dyes can have their own chest. I think I might have a separate chest for the nether stuff. So that can all go together. Yeah. That sort of fits in there. That's a mob drop. And then, yeah, I guess I want nether bits fairly close here, so plants can go up there. More leaves, more boats. Okay. Clean some leaves, and then various type of wood and sticks. Hopefully I've got enough chests to spread things out, but I guess if I do manage to run out of space to put things, I can always just dig a little further along and make some more chests. Because what I don't want to do is sort all this into a smaller amount of chests, and then I realise like a week or so down the line that I don't have enough room again. I'd rather just do it once, and then hopefully this will last me until I get a proper storage system set up. That's the hope anyway. Dried ghasts. That sounds weird. I mean, it sounds good. But also, yeah, rehydrated ghast. Interesting. I like that. And can you, like, ride around on it? Or is it just friendly and it just bobs around looking cute? Does it still make the noise as well? I don't know if they would have given you any information on that yet. I don't know if I'd... Just the noise that ghasts make, you know, evokes a fear response. So if it's just constantly screaming in your base, even if it looks nice and cuddly, I'm not sure I'd want it too close. Right, so what's up here? Random gear and junk. Yeah. Start on the other side with that, I think. More digging needed. Also, I'm a bit behind with the updates because I want to, I don't know, finish my mission of paving before I end up trying that stuff out, and I haven't even tried it in my main world yet. So I'm a little bit behind. So yeah, I haven't been to the Pale Garden. Haven't seen any of that stuff yet. Oh, that's cool that you can ride on it, and it's got, like, I mean, not that I play with that many people. I did have a server with friends at one point, but they didn't really get into it that much. We didn't even, like, go to the end. So it's cool for people that play on SMPs or LAN gaming. Maybe I'll drag my siblings in to play at Christmas or something. You can ride around on a happy ghast. I should probably dump some of this stuff in my bag off as well, actually. Oh, that's cool. That you can, like, walk on it mid-air. So it would be, like, super easy to get up to, like, the top of a mountain or something on the ghast. Does it stay near you, I mean, they might not have gone into this much detail, but if you dismount it, does it like stick close to you, or do you have to tether it up so that it doesn't float away? Right, this is pretty much random junk. That's spunky. I like that. Because it's still, like, it's not just, oh, here's this block that lets you fly around. It's, you have to go and tame this thing and let it grow up, and then you can fly around. Yeah, chainmail can go in there. Okay, that's useful if it just sticks around. Let's keep the horse armor. Not that I ever use horse armor. But one day maybe. Right. Separate chest. Can't talk. Separate chest for books. These did start off vaguely organized, and then it all just went wrong because I ran out of room, so I just shoved things anywhere that they would go. Oh, that's true. It would be much easier than scaffolding. Redstone. There we go. And then this is ores and things. I like scaffolding, but it is sort of a pain to manufacture, and also like it's quite messy when you break it and it just goes everywhere. Can you ride it around in the Nether as well? I'm assuming you can if you get it through the portal. It's not gonna like remember its roots and get mad at you. What am I doing? More stuff. This would be so much easier if it was automatic and I could just put some shulker boxes in and it would go and do its thing. But then I guess it would take a lot longer to build it, so I shouldn't complain too much. Right. Oh, small redstone bit. Okay. I do also have some shulker boxes hiding in here which just have random stuff in them as well. So that's not very good. Right. I feel more comfortable with stone though. Okay, so I've got good and random bits. Let's put some stone. I'm guessing it's nighttime because I can hear a zombie outside. Yeah, that is a fair point. The Nether is not where you'd want to spend your entire life. Certainly not where I'd want to spend it. No. There we go. I do have a lot of concrete. oddly enough, considering that I've made a duper for it. Oh, that was going to be netherwood. Okay. I guess I'll do concrete this side. And then I can put my nether blocks there. Maybe, yeah, one chest for concrete hopefully will be enough. And then this can be like snow and stuff. And I can have glass in here. Yes, I'm a hoarder. I try not to be in real life, but definitely in any game that I play, I will have just, I will keep everything that comes my way. Like, I think they might have despawned, but I'm getting better at not having to pick up every single dirt block that I mine. But yeah, I definitely am just like, oh, that might be useful. I've got like 5 flint and steels over there or something. I don't know if I'll ever need that many. But I picked them up out of chests so that I have to keep them now forever. Right. And one single bit of carpet in there. Because my problem is, you never know when something might be useful. And if you throw it away and then you decide you needed it later. Like, oh, why didn't I keep that? But it's probably something that I should work on. Yeah, copper ore is definitely bad for that. At least you can craft it into the blocks, which helps somewhat, but it just drops so much of it. That even if you do that, if you're on a mining session of any length, then it's going to get really full. Right. I'm not even looking at what I'm putting in here, so at some point I'm going to have to go back and actually look at what's in these chests and whether it's worth keeping. Right, I think the shield can go in here because that's basically my death run box. Don't look at that. Spoiler alert. Where did I put my flint and steels? In here. Right. So, potions maybe? Up here? Go in there. Yeah, I've got these. I don't actually need buried treasure maps. Although I think some of these I haven't actually been to. Which is the other issue. Oh, well, looking at them, I think I've been to all of those. But I don't know, they're just... Why do I keep them? I'm not sure, but maybe I'll do something with them in the future. More spoilers in here. Don't look. Right. No, that's not where I want to put that. Ah. Is that some sort of raid farm based thing? My ones I just picked up from when the pillagers used to come and send patrols at me. They seem to have stopped doing it recently. I don't know if I've upset them. Guess that can go up there as well. I guess maybe it's just I'm spending less time outside of my base. Are they saying that? I have been building farms and stuff. So I'm surprised that the pillagers aren't still coming around. It's a very noisy zombie. Okay. Chest. I still need to go to the trial chamber as well. But I think that'll be quite a way down the line, because I've got a lot of farms that I want to build beforehand. It's not linked in any way, but I think the higher priority is getting the farms so that I have more resources. That's not good with the low rates. I guess it can't really be helped. Not like you can encourage just the captains to spawn. Right, this is nether bricks blocks. Let's go put the plants. This seems like a bit of a waste because I don't really have that much nether foliage at the moment. But maybe I'll get more in the future. Oh! I have more basalt than I thought. Can't make basalt slabs, can you? Oh. I didn't realise that the orientation of the outpost would have an impact on farming them. That is a block, but because you grow the trees on it, I'm wondering if I should have put it in the tree chest, but I will just do it this way for now. Okay, I'm getting there, which I'm very happy about. So I think this can be a junk chest basically on the end there. Where did food go? Down there. Right. My dragon egg in my importantly box. I don't know if it's a problem having a great big hole in the wall that heads over to a darkened platform where mobs could spawn. I'm sure nothing bad is gonna happen as a result of that. Ah. So you ideally want to shop around to look at find different outposts. Where did I put potions? There we go. I didn't even think of that when I found the outpost. Trying to think if I can work it out. Yeah, I think the entry is facing west. So I don't know if you've found the same outpost that I found. Although I can't remember if buildings were the same across Java and Bedrock, or if it's different. Because I know you said you didn't have the mine shaft. Right, those are lava buckets. For my smelter. You like the noise of chests opening and closing, by the way. Right. Ender pearls can go in mob drops. Oh, I should get rid of some of my golden apples as well. I don't need to take all of those with me when I'm out and about. Okay, so this is actually tidying up. Okay, so structures are separate. That's fair enough. Does mean that you can't use my videos as a guide, and I can't use your screenshots. Only for biome information. I've already forgotten where I put that. Down there? Yes, good. And then glowstone can live there, I guess, in with the rest of the nether stuff. So yeah, if you thought I was done, think again, because I've got these shulker boxes where I was hiding things as well. Okay. Yeah, I could do that. I just picked this world for my first stream, obviously, because it's what most of my content on my channel has been so far, but I'm up for trying other interesting things as well. One thing I was thinking of doing is I saw that there's a add-on DLC for New Zealand as well, which seems quite topical. So I might give that a try. See you on stream at some point, although it is on Bedrock, which I've never played before, so that'll be interesting. Seeds, mushrooms. So you can laugh at me wandering around and not knowing how anything works. But yeah, send the seed across and I'll give it a try. As long as it's not one of the ones where you spawn in lava as soon as you come in, because that would be mean. Okay. What am I doing? Trying to use my brain and it doesn't work. Right. Wood. Random. More bits of junk. I don't have a terracotta chest. Maybe it can live in there with the sands. Right, that's an empty shulker box. That's a full shulker box. It's all my end stuff, which was before I went on holiday. So that's quite a while ago, and it was just sat in a shulker box on my floor until very recently. Gold stuff. Look at all these sticks. Where did all those sticks come from? Right. I always get annoyed when I have to make sticks, and I've got over a stack of them just hiding in my storage because I'm not very well organized. Okay. Another buried treasure map, and that's where I put my potions. Okay, right, I don't really need to take that out and about with me. Fireworks there. Okay, so these are 2 empty shulker boxes, which is quite nice. That's another empty shulker box. So those can go in the chest. And hopefully I can fit all of this concrete in the concrete chest. I may have made more than I needed. Yeah, just you and me. I wasn't really expecting much of an audience, to be honest, because I've seen like some Minecrafters that I watch and they've got like millions of viewers, but on YouTube they don't have many people watching at all. I think it's just, I don't know how well it advertises streams that are going on. Like, they just show up randomly in amongst videos. Oh, thank you. Nice to know that I'll have at least one person to talk to while I'm streaming. But yeah, I guess maybe with Twitch you're more likely to have just random traffic coming across. I don't know. I've only streamed for friends before, and I don't think I had any randoms when I was doing that. But we'll see. Hopefully some other people that watch my videos will join a stream at some point. I don't mind just playing and chatting to you. You do get my full attention this way. Okay, so finally the storage is sorted down here, which is nice. So I think across here I'll do my crafting stuff. I need to put my pickaxe again so that I can knock this out. And then I can take my end chest down here. And then my other crafting stations can just sit around there. I think it makes sense considering that I've got my ore chest somewhere here to have my furnace on this side. I don't actually know how far back my furnace goes. I didn't mean to do that. Right. So I think the grey concrete is going to be my... This isn't really visible, but I don't want it to be just whatever the default block underneath is. I don't know if I want to change that for a... like the log one? Maybe. Yeah. Although I sometimes get confused with how to place these. So I want it going that way, yeah. Okay, that's right. And I need my hoppers. It should be up here somewhere, yeah. And my furnaces. So I'm just rebuilding my little smelting setup here. Because it's quite handy to have. Okay, and then not like that. Not like that at all. What? Oh dear. Yeah. The furnaces go here, not the chest. And then we have the hoppers. Fuel. Yeah. I was thinking about maybe I just want to do the shulker boxes straight on there, but then when I break them, I have to recover them from the hoppers and it'll just be a bit of a pain. So I shall do it this way instead. But first, I'm going to empty my inventory a little bit. Yeah, you take your time. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just building. Find your coordinates and then pop them in chat when you're ready. Okay, so then we need those two like that. And I can't jump because the ceiling's in the way. Okay, I have my smelter back, which is good. And then I don't know if I've got... No, I don't have room in this chest for all this smooth stone. Maybe I'll put it in a shulker. Don't think I need to cook any more of that up for the time being. I'll leave that out for the minute just in case I find any more lying around. Although I think that's my last of the shulker boxes, so I should be safe. Okay. Well, the coordinates. No, not just. Okay, so I don't know if I need anything else in my little crafting spot for now. I have my anvil and what do you call it? Smoker. That's the word. And then brewing stands as well. I guess I probably want to keep a couple of lava buckets just for in case. Yeah. I don't know if I've got enough leather. I think I've got some more over with the cows as well, but I'm not going to worry about that for just yet. I'll just go with randomly opening and closing chests until I remember what's where. Okay, so I'm gonna do grey concrete here. It's just a nice little backdrop. You can't make the sort into slabs, are you? Are you? Can you? That would have been... So, yeah, the ceiling needs to be something that I can make slabs from so that I can still open the chests. The walls are going to be dark grey concrete behind here because you can't see it anyway. Really. So I just want something that doesn't draw the eye. So yeah, a bit boring. Maybe I'll jazz it up later somehow. This bit, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Because obviously I don't want this bit to be grey concrete because it's still visible. I might do some sort of copper thing. Because I'm planning to use copper in this build. I don't think I want that full on copper. Partly because I don't have enough. So for now I'll just put in the bit that I do know what I'm doing with it. It'll be the oxidized copper as well. Because I like the sort of turquoisey colour. I've been working on getting some copper oxidized while I was doing other things. Let's just put some more concrete. Yeah, little pipes or something. I've never really built steampunk before, so that would be interesting to do. Hopefully I can pull it off. Right. I've had an idea doing this as sort of a border at the back. Again, you can't really see it, but there'll just be a little bit that shows up above the ceiling, or well, below the ceiling really. I was just wondering about quartz. Oh, I went all the way to the ceiling on that side. Yeah, I don't know. I can guess I can try it both ways and see what I like. I've also got a fair bit of the warped wood, so I can use some of that mixed in with the copper. Yeah, I could go with steampunk. Just have to learn how to build in that style. Okay, so my plan is to have my enchanting table in a little room off that way. And then this side is just going to be like a little balcony bit. So I need to build around here. Sort of want this dropped down. I don't want it just going out like as a little slice, so I might curve this round and build something in the gap. I don't know. We're definitely into things I haven't thought about yet territory. I also don't consider the view from underneath, but I'm going to file that under things to worry about later. Okay, so if I have a walkway going round, do I need a full wall here? I might do some copper grates. Did I leave all my copper up here? Yes. Okay. So I could do that, and then some of those down there. And then maybe some warped fences could work. Potentially. No, that's not what I want to do. But I could do with the glowstone. The problem is, I don't know, it is very yellow. And at some point I will make a frog light farm. So I'm thinking, I mean, I'll definitely change this concrete out. I wasn't thinking it would be visible when I put it there. Although I guess I could still hide it. What am I doing? Put that away. Because if I have a walkway, then I'm going to want some sort of wall in the way as well. Because otherwise you're just looking at stone, and I'm not planning to have anything in that section of the base. Let's do some random slabs. So I guess this needs to go up to here. Yeah. Like that. But then I could bring it back here and have some sort of wall here. Potentially. Yeah, I probably want to do this circular as well, maybe. I mean, doing it at a straight angle would be easier, I guess. For now. I don't know if you freestyle circles when you build them, but I always make go online and use a generator for them, because otherwise they just don't quite look right. And even when I use a generator, sometimes they don't look right because I build them wrong. Right. Stairs. Did I pick up stairs? Yes. I pick up enough stairs? No. I need 6 more. Ah, not on the crafting table. That'd be a waste of blocks. Yeah, I can't think of anything I can do for the walls either, so I think I will make that a problem for later on. And for now, I will just build out the rooms. I also didn't have any sort of plan, so I thought about what I want to do for the storage system in terms of like block palette, but I have absolutely no plan for the enchanting room. So I don't know if I'm gonna wing that. Oops, that's upside down. Yeah. It can be a work in progress. That's alright. So yeah, I think I might just dig down to where the enchanting table is going to go. And then go away and have a think about block palettes and stuff like that. I mean, the main thing that I wanted to do was the storage. Because, as you can see, I've got a lot of junk. And it was really getting on my nerves that I didn't have anywhere to like empty my bags out after I come back from adventures. So I'm happy that this bit is done. I also don't know if I want to do something on this back wall just so that it doesn't look so terrible. Yeah, I always find it's very easy starting projects, but it's not quite so easy actually finishing them off. This is a slight issue. I guess I could use water to get underneath the blocks, but also I don't want to break any torches down there that I've put down. Okay, so I need to do one more layer of stairs and then some sort of floor. Although I should be able to take the floor from that across, hopefully. I just noticed the other day when I was lighting stuff up that there's all this bit of vine as well that I haven't explored. It's so big and out in the open. Okay, so that's the general idea. Yeah, I think I might curve this out just a little bit more. So it's not just a straight line. And I want this to drop down. I don't know what the bare bones does. Okay. the next question is, do I want this all to be tough, or do I want something else? Maybe this is where I could bring the basalt in. Okay, so definitely want to knock this one out in the middle. I want to take, yeah, let's take these two out as well. All of my add-ons are very much just informative. So I've got my coordinates up there in the corner, and also it does things like the light overlay. I don't really have... Yeah, I've never had a texture pack unless it's come with some sort of mod pack that I'm playing generally. I guess I'm just used to how things look. Another gaping hole that I don't know what to do with. Because I'm thinking of some sort of like fence around here. Obviously not made out of dirt. And then some sort of feature thing in here. Maybe I could do like a little pond or something. And then have water flowing down? Maybe? I don't think I want that bit there. Oh, goodbye. Lost forever. Just wondering if I could bring in some basalt here. Okay. Yeah, I guess it would, for me it would look strange if I was using that texture pack, because I'm used to how the default blocks look. Right, so I've got some normal basalt. Guess this is going to be the easiest way to do things. Just use some dirt as a guide and try not to fall down the holes. Yeah. In sorting my chest I found like 30 more basalt, so I figured I could use it finally. Run out of inventory space. Right, let's put this stuff away because I'm not using that right now. Wrong chest. did I leave in here? Polish basalt, right. This isn't gonna work. I was hoping I could put it down some way and hide the ends of it, but because they're not connected, there's no real way of doing that. You can still see that on there. I guess it's not, doesn't look too bad, I don't think. I might change this out for like a proper sort of fence anyway. Probably like a thinner block, so it doesn't take up as much room. But I guess the problem there is that if I use glass or something, then the water wouldn't go to the edge. But I could use... Can I use trapdoors? No, because the corner's going to be a problem if I try and use trapdoors. Oh well. Okay, so... I can't make any sort of basalt there, can I? No. Just polished basalt. Because I was thinking of some sort of stair there with the water coming out. I guess I could do the tough stair. I also don't really want water pouring out, so I need to make sure that however I do this, I've blocked off any means of escape. It's just tough pyramids all the way down, and then when I've done that, it'll be tough pyramids all the way up. Right. I need some stairs. Just trying to think what will be visible here. So I'm going to have a stair here, but I want it to be curved into other stairs. I don't know if that makes sense, but I've got that's a problem. Ooh, that was almost a problem as well. Yeah, I don't want that connecting, really. Okay, maybe I could just do a waterlogged copper grate. That could work. That should have been my plan. Instead of the smooth stone slabs over everything, it would just be tough pyramids. I can't use that if I'm doing a copper grate, can I? Because that'll look terrible. Let's do this. I could do some glowstone down there. If I remember where I put it. And then I want... That's not the right chest. Copper grate. Worry every time I fall down something. Okay. Don't actually know how this water is going to flow. If it's going to be how I imagined it. I also don't know why I don't have a water bucket on me. So I normally carry one wherever I go. Might be in my ender chest, I guess. What time is it? It's safe. Good. I should have brought another bucket with me as well, because then I could make an infinite water source down here, which will be functional and also hopefully look nice. Okay. Wait, this doesn't... Oh. Why is it not running out? I thought... Oh yeah, it doesn't, does it? So... No. I put it on top of there? Somehow? Gonna work? Okay. It's sort of higher than I was planning on. It's a lot of water compared to what I was going for, but I don't know. I think I'll sit with it, see how I feel. Right, I do need to take a little break, so I'm gonna see if the break timer works, and I will be back in a few minutes. Okay, I am back. And other thing I'm not sure about and haven't considered is what I'm going to do here, because I've installed this little door. So I think this part might just stay as a wall. In which case I probably want to do something different than I've done on this bit. So yeah, I think that's a good idea, or a good enough idea for now. And hopefully I'm not going to go wandering off an edge. Fingers crossed. I'm just going to stream for another half an hour. So I don't think I'll do this section yet, because my plan is to build that down and have like a little balcony that looks over all of this stuff. So that's probably going to take a while. So I might just try and think roofing thoughts, maybe. I was wondering if I have any quartz, but I think the only quartz I have is in my redstone chest. There's not going to be a whole lot there. I did think I had more quartz than that, actually, because I went digging in the nether and had my fortune pick on me. Apparently not. No. I like building out of quartz, but it's kind of tricky to get. I could make a couple of stonemasons, I guess, because they'll trade you the blocks, which would be somewhat helpful. Right. I mean, we could take a trip to the nether. Don't know if you feel like doing that. Get some more quartz going. I might just save myself some of it. Craft the rest up. And then I can have this as a highlight. Oh, that's interesting. I thought they just all sell quartz. Is it only a chance then? Or is that another Bedrock versus Java difference? Okay, so I can have some warped wood and then some copper, which is now in the corner. I can't wax any of the copper yet because I don't have a bee farm. I don't, but I do know where I can find some. Are you thinking of that for a highlight colour instead? I guess the orange could work. I can't reach up there. I still can't reach up there. That's true, it does work well together. Yeah, I guess until I've got honeycomb, I can't really build anything out of the unoxidized copper because it will just change while it's there anyway. That's a very long straight bit. Maybe I'll knock a couple out here. I'm just shoving things around. I don't really have a plan for what I'm doing. I just figured I'd leave a couple of gaps and put quartz in there. Right, I probably want a bit more around here. That's finished cooking up. Probably should have left some of that unsmoothed. I want this back again. Right. And I think that's going to be wall, so I don't need to worry about that. Yeah, I might as well fill that in because it's not really visible. I could put some trap doors up here, maybe. Yeah, I think that will soften the glare from the quartz. Do I have any planks on me? Yes, good. Ah. That's not quite what I had in mind. Oh well. I forgot I was using slabs. Yeah, I think the quartz is too light. Like, they go nicely together, but I think also with how I've done it, just being like randomly plonking blocks down. I think if it, well, I was gonna say I think if it's a thought out pattern it works, but these are literally the blocks that I've used for my storage system in my main world, and they do work very well together. I think that, so yeah, I do like the quartz, but I think it's just a bit much for this, where it's kind of random. Oh, that's, but I think I can get away with it like that, maybe. And I am gonna go and get that bit of wood back. Right. So if we ignore this, just ignore all the dirt, ignore this line of birds, ignore all this back wall. Right. That needs that's that's not what I was planning to put down there. I wanted to put that down there. Yeah, I can't do any ceiling lights unfortunately because of the slab situation, and that is literally the pathway. So I could could just have a hole there going to the sky. I think what I'll do when I've got some frog lights is put the frog lights down here, and then that will bring out, you know, quite a pop of brightness to this area. And what I could do as well is basically repeat this, but maybe stepped back one. So I have a row of lights going up here. And then that there with the copper grate on again, if I have any. So just that will have like light beaming out as well, and just create a little bit of a break in the chests. Yeah, I guess maybe I'll do frog lights soonish, so that I've actually got some resources. Yeah, I don't think it'll be too much either. Too much copper, that is, hopefully. Right, so I need a wall design. Ah, that's definitely not helping the lighting issue. There we go. Out of the way, not going to break it. Okay, so yeah, I'm not going to finish that bit off just yet because I'm just going to have to rip it out anyway for the frog lights. Although I guess I'll be tearing that out anyway, so yeah, I can put it in now and it will look at least even if it's not finished. Right. Yeah, that can be a plank up there. I guess what I could do for my last, what time is it? Pick up phone. 15 or so minutes is just make them signs and, well, not signs, item frames. And then label some of these so I'm not constantly opening and closing the wrong ones while I learn where they are. Okay. So yeah, those will have lights around them. This can carry on the ceiling pattern. Yeah, I need to think about these walls. Give it, you know, some consideration for what I'm gonna do. And yeah. That is a problem. Because item frames look nicer. But you do end up just twirling the items around in the item frame rather than actually opening the box. I will learn this eventually, but it just depends on how much opening and closing I'm willing to do. And there's copper bulbs as well. But I don't think I'm quite at the point where I want to use those decoratively yet. I made them for my stair, but then didn't use it. Yeah. Is that where that lives? Yeah. But I think I'll put the copper bulb in here. I guess once I've been to the... not stronghold, what's it called? Trial chamber. Then I just have loads of copper stuff. Favorite. I'm probably gonna say Good Times with Scar. I watch a lot of Hermitcraft. But he's probably my favourite. I just love his builds and how much life they have in them. I'm nowhere near that good, but they're just, I don't know, impressive. And also you can download past seasons of Hermitcraft. Ah! That's not where I was planning to go. At least it was a cave rather than like all the way down to the floor. Okay. Right, hello creeper. Do I have any arrows? Good. So yeah, I walked around, I think it was his season 7 base, and it was just, I don't know, it just felt magical. How about you? Excluding me, of course. Save my torches. I guess I can pillar up out of here, but I guess it's not a bad thing to mine some resources either. My accidental falling down. Well, very few people have heard of them, so it's fine. Gotta start somewhere. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoy my videos. It's just a little something I'm doing for fun, and it's nice that you're enjoying them and getting something out of them. Who's your second favourite YouTuber then? Minecraft YouTuber? I must admit I don't really watch that many outside of Hermitcraft and Hermitcraft adjacent. So, I mean, if they're super big, then I will have heard of them, but if they're like not quite so popular, then I probably won't have heard of them. And even if they're really big, I might not have watched any of their stuff. Right. Here we go, back like nothing happened. When I put the water in, I was like, I could do a lava side as well. But A, that's a really bad idea because I'm just going to set myself on fire when I'm walking up and down. But also, I'd potentially set my whole base on fire as well. I don't know. It still might look cool. And then I could do like the unoxidized copper on that side and have it more of a red theme. I don't know. I mean, it would definitely be dangerous. I've never heard of Cringy Golf. What sort of videos do they put out? Is it like building or PvP stuff? I am absolutely terrible at PvP, by the way, in any game that I play. But yeah, like I don't know, there's all the little games as well, and they're like Bed Wars and stuff like that, and Minecraft Dungeons that I've only played very little amount of. But yeah, check out Cringy Golf, see if I like their videos. Falling down that hole has made me completely forget what I was trying to do. I think I was just digging this out so that I can walk all the way around it. And also as a delaying tactic so that I don't have to think about the wall just yet. And if I keep this up for long enough, then it'll be the end of the stream. And I won't have to think about it at all. Until next time. Ah. That sounds like a terrible time. I hope he's okay. Shield's getting in the way again. Oh. Yeah, it's horrible when people go through stuff like that, but yeah, it's inspiring when they can carry on and keep going. I will definitely not be playing hardcore. You've seen the stupid sort of things I die to, and I assume it wouldn't get any better if it was, yeah, if I could only die once. That's two more people I haven't heard of. I like the name though, because that's interesting. Most of the stuff I watch now is just SMP. I don't think there's any real reason for that. But I guess it's nice to see interactions between people. Makes things more fun. That's not the right chest. Right. 6 minutes until I'm gonna end the stream. I still don't know what to do. Ah! We have another viewer. Hello. I'm afraid I was planning just to finish up. I'm staring at this wall and I don't know what to do with it. But I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I've moved all my storage. I feel I've been quite productive today, but I am staring at all this dirt. Make it into a fish tank. Well, the problem is, I guess I could do that here. The problem is this is sort of spare room for if I need to expand my storage. So for the moment, I want something just quite blank. But these bits here are not actually going to have anything in them at all. So a fish tank is a good idea. Because, yeah. I can do one each side because I'm not building anything down that way because it's my way in and out of the base. But I could certainly build along here. Not sure what blocks I want to use though. Other than more quartz. All quartz all the way down. Or tough. Yeah, display wall could work. I mean, so the basic layout is I'm going to have these two like chunks either side. Or this one I might curve round and down a bit because this is going to be my balcony. Yeah, axolotls are good. Can I get across here? So yeah, I'm going to have a balcony here that looks out over that. And then this is going to be my enchanting room. So this bit here will probably be blank, but I've got this wall across here. So this could be for like item display. I could have some armor stands and something tucked into the wall as well. And then I could have a fish tank here. Ah. Yeah, I'm afraid you caught the end of the stream. So I am heading off to bed very soon. But I'm glad you came here because that's some good ideas for me to go away and think about the next time. So yeah, I'm going to stream on Wednesday and that's going to be Satisfactory because I've been wanting to get back and play that again. And I've nearly finished the game, so that'll be good. It's 10 PM where I am and I'm old and I like sleep. Oh yes, so Iron sent me I don't know if that's how you pronounce your name, sorry if I've got it wrong, has sent me a seed to check out. So I think I'll do that next Monday. My current plan is to have Mondays for Minecraft, which might be this world or it might be just random stuff that I want to play. And then Wednesdays can be some sort of other game that isn't Minecraft, and at the moment that's Satisfactory is what I want to do. Okay, so this bit here can be glass, like coming out and going that way, so that's quite easy, but I need a sort of border block and then decide how deep I want it to go back here. And then, yeah, catch some axolotls. They will eat fish though, won't they? If I have fish in the tank with them. This Wednesday I'm going to stick with something I know, but I will make a note of that. And then I could try that. Is it one you have to buy or is it a free game? I've never heard of it before, literally. Also, next week I'm probably going to stream a little bit earlier because the clocks go forward in the UK. And I should have thought about that before I mentioned the stream time. So Wednesday it's going to be 8 p.m. GMT, but the following week it'll be 7 p.m. GMT, which is still going to be 8 o'clock for me because the clocks go forward. Oh, well, I'll miss having you to chat to. Do you want me to save the seed? Because there's also the New Zealand DLC. So I could save the stream that you... I could save the seed you've suggested until we know for sure if you're available. And then I could play the New Zealand DLC next week. And if you want to, you can watch the replay thingy. VOD, that's the word. And yeah, I'll look up Ragdoll Hit and see if that looks like a game that I could play. Okay. Like, literally. Did you send me coordinates? I could hug people to death. Because yeah, I could literally create a new world. So I want to start in creative, do I? This is going to confuse me later. Creative. Yes, thank you. I almost forgot. Create new world. This is still in 1.21 as well. I don't know if that matters. Right. I need a... Does my... Why matter? Ah, too high. Ooh, do you like a bit of Lush Cave? Ah, I'm in creative. Oh, this is pretty. I like this. There we go. That's better. This is indeed a grand... Oh, look at that geode. You could do a little, like, chains coming down, holding it up from the ceiling. It's even got a little flower in it. This is nice. How'd you find this? Was it, like, just randomly checking seeds, or is there... Oh, I like this as well with the water coming off. Is that, like, down in this level, or... Well, this is my first stream, and I've got 2 viewers, so... I think I'm not quite ready for a server yet. Also, that's costs money. And yeah, this is just for funsies. It's a little chicken jockey. But maybe at some point, if things grow, then I would do like viewer stuff as well. But yeah, this is cool. Ah, was this what you were talking about with the second floor? Or, um, like the deep slate bit? This is, like, probably the biggest open lush cave that I've seen. Because normally they're, like, you know, you end up going through little noodly caves. That's impressive. That's quite a long way to walk. I like that. I mean, I don't have any plans to make a new world anytime soon. But if I did, then this would definitely be a nice spot to have your base. Just like, yeah, I'd probably go in the middle bit so that you can see everything around. Oh, anyway, that is all for today. But I hope you liked it. I had fun. Um, oh, that was impressive. I definitely, yeah. 2 hours is my limit at the moment. But yeah, thanks for joining. And I will hopefully see you around. So have a good day, night, whatever time zone you're in. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.